Hello. It's 12 o'clock, so I guess I can say good afternoon. Hi, Ari. So I had to cover up my eye bags today. Ew. Like you use some makeup or something? I just hopped on 3 minutes ago. I just did my little girl's hair for our little trip tomorrow. Oh, you did your makeup? Man, I wish I had somewhere to go. I'd probably do mine. But I ain't got nowhere to go today. I just got done doing my child hair and I attempted to put her down for a nap. We'll see if she actually goes to sleep. Now that she got her big girl bed, she don't know how to act. So it's like you gotta freaking negotiate with her just to lay down now. I'm like, girl. Hello, low key. XAVA. I don't know how to pronounce your name. But yeah, I think I'm gonna make myself a pizza for lunch. Like, my mom was supposed to be going with us tomorrow on our trip, but I saw the weather and like the high is supposed to be like 99. And I had to call her and be like, "Are you sure you want to go? Because I don't want you to get out in the heat at this freaking water park and start complaining, and I ain't got time for that." So she decided she's not going, so it's just gonna be me, my husband, and our daughter tomorrow. And I'm gonna vlog it. Should be pretty fun content. Man, I haven't had Panda Express in a while. I want to say since like February. My husband and I went to Panda. Oh yeah, you live in Arizona, right? Man, I know the heat out there. Shoot, some serious. It's like that dry heat. It gets really hot in Tennessee, but it's like it's hot and it's humid. So, like, not only are you burning up, but you can basically hang it up for any type of hairstyle you want to have. If you want to wear makeup or some, you better be smart about it. It's rough. So Ari, what do you think of the new commentary girl we got on the block? The new kid on the block. Okay. So always forget how to do this. Hey, Lou. Hey, is it Zayon? Zayon? Welcome. Yeah, I enjoyed her video. Her video reminds me a lot of the video that I did 4 years ago. Like, I don't know if you saw the video that I did 4 years ago, but that was like my very first commentary video I ever did on Chloe Yasmin. And I was just sitting in my bathroom and it went freaking viral. It got like 18,000 views last time I checked it. And I turned the comment section off 4 years ago because I was like, dude, these people are mean. Like, I'm just sharing my opinion. I didn't even say anything bad about her. They ate me alive in the freaking comments. Like, man, people were weird and mean even back then. But yeah, her video kind of took me back to my very first little, commentary. But yeah. How am I? I'm doing good. I'm good. How are you, Lou? It's truly sad, and personally, I don't think when people come out, it'll change her perspective. Homegirl sees the commentary. I just think she'll double down and call us haters. Yeah, there's a new girl that came out with a commentary, Lou. I shared her video in my community tab last night. So yeah, when you get a chance, go check it out. Go support. But yeah, to what you're saying, Ari, yeah, I don't really think it's gonna make a difference, but one thing I've always stood on is, as the audience, as the public, we're all entitled to our opinions on whatever she makes public, So I applaud, anybody who has the courage to turn on their camera and voice their opinion about her, because you know the community behind her, whether you're a lover of her or a hater of her, the community surrounding Chloe Yasmin can be very cutthroat and downright mean. So I applaud anybody who has the courage to try to make content. Man. And hey, if she can grow from it, then hey, by all means, putting, Yes, Zay, I think you're the only boy. Sorry. But yeah, if you can try to grow from, from the commentary, by all means try, What's the worst that can happen? You grow and become remotely successful on here, What's the worst that could happen? And when you ain't got nothing on here, you ain't got nothing to lose, That's the way I looked at it when I started my commentary back in February. I'm like, shoot, I ain't got nothing to lose. I'm a small channel. I'm trying to get my watch time. So these folks care to hear me talk about Chloe Yasmin? I'm going to do what works. So she's a hot topic. So if you want to grow, I mean, like I told you, like when was that? Last month? I was like, hey, if you want to grow your channel, talk about Chloe. It sounds bad, but it's true. I mean, if you want to grow your channel, talk about Chloe. She's a hot topic. It is what it is. Dang it. How do I do this? Okay. That, and then that. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, she seems like a vibe. She does. She seems cool. Yeah. No, I studied marketing and search engine. Yeah, like I know, like for me, even if I made a video on something that's trending, you know what I'm saying? Like even in like the YouTube studio, in the trends tab, when you make a video about something that's trending, sometimes they push it out and sometimes they don't. Like I don't understand YouTube. Like I've made so many freaking videos in the past 4 years on hair care, makeup, skincare. It it don't matter what kind of keywords you use, hashtags you use. It's like YouTube has its picks and chooses. Like your video might get 100 views, and that's a strong might, you know. So it's a strong might. So I don't. So in my opinion, I don't really think all of that works. I think if you are aesthetically pleasing, if you're aesthetically pleasing, your videos will go far, and it don't matter what the heck you talk about. If you look pretty, then you can talk about freaking the clouds and the sky, and people gonna click on your video. That's honestly what I've chopped it up to. Because if the SEO and all that really worked, then honestly, I feel like a lot of people wouldn't even be tripping about the watch hours doubling and stuff. Like, because watch hours would be easy to get because people would be clicking on your videos. But it's not that easy. Because if it was, I would have been got monetized. I've been making content since 2022. And it's sad that I had to resort to talking about freaking Chloe Yasmin just to get monetized. Like, like that's sad. That's why, like, I'm gonna keep doing my commentary, but I know I'm not gonna do it forever because there's only so much you can say about one person every single week, you know. And when I started my channel, I never wanted to be one of those people that's like, I'm gonna ride somebody else's coattails to the bank. Like, nah. Cause it's like at some point, you gotta build an audience that's gonna rock with you for you, you know? I wanted people to support me based off my own merit and my own creativity. Like that's always been my heartbeat. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. And I almost got monetized on TikTok, but TikTok freaking deleted it banned my other account, and I don't even know what the heck I did. And like that other account is still tied to my phone number and everything. So it's like I can't even do much on the account that I have. So I don't even bother trying to really grow on it. Because I only have one phone number and it's tethered to the account that's been banned. And I don't know how to untether it. You said any plans this weekend? Is the water park this weekend or the hike? Yeah, the water park is this weekend. So I will be vlogging that. And the hike, that's going to be next month. Yeah. So I got some pretty interesting vlogs coming up, and I still want to do my fragrance tour, I guess, but I'm waiting on my light to come in the mail. I have a ring light, but I don't I don't really like it. Like you gotta plug it up and it's a whole hassle. So I'd rather have the little selfie light that, some of the girls on TikTok have. And so I ordered that off Amazon, and it's supposed to be coming in on Sunday. So that's why my fragrance content has been on hold. I'm waiting on that light. And I also want to do a video of me like rearranging my wardrobe and organizing my wardrobe. But I also need that light because the lighting in my closet is trash. So that's what I'm planning on doing this weekend. I'm going to be vlogging. Thank you, Emma. Welcome. But yeah, I plan on vlogging the water park, and the hike is going to be next month. My husband said he's still going to get my hiking shoes and all of that, so I already know he gonna put me through it. Because y'all, this man is former military, retired military, and he's training for a freaking marathon. So, man, what trial? Yeah, it's gonna be fun. And that freaking hike, oh yeah, it's gonna be freaking hilarious. The Lindsay trial. Yeah, fill me in. I don't know anything about that actually. Like I've been keeping up with like the Nolan Wells situation, but other than that, I haven't really been keeping up with that. Like I haven't heard anything. I don't know if it's my algorithm or what, but I haven't heard anything about that. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm a person of many talents. I crochet, I loom knit, I sing, I play piano. I know a little, not a lot, just a little guitar. You also crochet? That's cool. I'm still relatively a beginner. But I started this a few months ago. And like it was kind of birthed out of a really dark time in my life. Like I had a miscarriage, and whenever I'm going through like a whole lot, I always turn to working with my hands. Like crocheting and stuff is actually kind of like a form of therapy for me. I remember when I went through like when my now husband and I, when we broke up for the first time, like back in 2018, I started to loom knit because I was bored and I didn't have anything else to do with my time. So I started to loom knit, and I started like a little business from that. Like I knitted a bunch of people hats and scarves and blankets and all types of stuff. And so this is actually going to be a blanket, and I really want to give this to either someone who's homeless during the Christmas holidays, or if I have another child, I'm going to give this blanket to my second child, because I started this as a way to cope from my second miscarriage that I had. So, yeah. Yeah, thank you. You said, who is your favorite artist or artists? My favorite artist, like, I guess we could start like with R&B. My favorite R&B artist of pretty much all time is Mariah Carey. I love Mariah Carey. I love her artistry, her pen game, her octave ranges. I love Mariah Carey. It might sound very cliche. I'm a Beyonce fan, but you know, who isn't? Um, I love Tamia. I think Tamia is a really underrated artist. And Deborah Cox. I like listening to her too. Of course, I love like Whitney Houston, of course. I also like listening to Aretha Franklin. Like it, fun fact, I actually like listen to like her uh Amazing Grace album at least once a week. I love Aretha Franklin. You said Glitter was underrated. Yeah, it was. It was. And I enjoyed the movie too. Like the soundtrack and the movie was really good. But yeah, so when it comes to like R&B, I like those artists. Pop, I like I'm a huge like Britney Spears fan. I'll always love Britney Spears, justice for Britney Spears. Um hmm. Yeah. Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera. Yeah. So those are my like pop people. Like a lot of the modern day stuff, I don't really keep up with much. I think a lot of like the modern day stuff is kind of mid in my opinion. But yeah, I love me some Christina Aguilera. Like she can sing her face off. Oh yeah, and I be forgetting about my Braxtons. I love Tony Braxton. I like Tamar Braxton, but her personality gets in the way too much for me. So when it comes to Tamar, I need her to just shut up and sing respectfully. uh, let's see. Do you listen to Drake or Kendrick Lamar? Yeah, I like Drake, but I like a lot of Drake's older stuff. Yeah. And, you know, K Dot, he's cool. But I'm not a big fan of his. Like my husband, he likes a whole lot of Drake and Kendrick Lamar. But I'm not the I'm not a big, huge fan, but like when it comes to rap, I'm a big Nicki Minaj fan. Like her politics aside, like I like her talent. She's talented. She writes her stuff. And she is a rapper, you know? And she can stand on her own 2 feet. You said you seem cool. I like to think I'm pretty cool. I like to think so. Yes, I love Super Bass. But yeah, I was just listening to freaking Seeing Green yesterday. She bodied that song. That song is so underrated, but she bodied it. And then when it comes to like male pop artists, I feel like growing up, you were either a Prince fan or a Michael Jackson fan. And I am a huge Michael Jackson fan. I still can't get over the fact that he's no longer with us. I watched the Michael movie. We got the Michael movie on DVD, the whole nine. Like, I love me some Michael Joseph Jackson, period. Janet Jackson, love her. I saw her in concert a couple of years ago, And she indeed reminded the world that she is Michael Jackson's little sister. Like, that she is indeed a Jackson. Don't play with her, you know. So I love Janet Jackson, Michael Jackson, all of that. You said, do you support the LGBTQ community? The way I feel about them, I love everybody, you know, who somebody lay down with behind closed doors or love out in the open. That ain't got nothing to do with me. That's my that's my philosophy about that. That ain't got nothing to do with me. You know, I don't have a heaven or hell to put nobody in. I'm trying to get my foot through the door, through the pearly gates, my darn self. So I don't have time to be sitting around judging people based off who they lay down with behind closed doors. That ain't got nothing to do with me. That's how I feel about that. So, people put a little bit too much weight on stuff like that. I'm not gonna judge you just because you sin differently than me. Because that's really all it is. No, you're not too late, Brooke. I've only been on here for 30 minutes. And you know, I normally be on here like hour and a half, you know, depending on how the conversation rolling, you know. But yeah. That's how I operate when it comes to that. So Emma, how did you find me? Did you find me through like my content, my commentary, just scrolling and you ran across me? Or... But to continue to answer your question, hold on. Oh, okay. You said Emma looks like a kid. Yeah, it's hard to tell who grown on here and who ain't, you know. Well, dog. Well, I am a grown adult. I know I don't look it, but you say you found me by searching. Honestly, I don't know who Yana J is. I don't follow Yana J. Yeah, I don't know who Yana J is. I was wondering that the other day when I was watching one of Back in the Cuts recent videos. She mentioned Yana J. I was like, I don't know who that is. So I'm out the loop with when it comes to that too. Yeah, I figured most of y'all found me like through you know, my commentary and stuff. Thank you, Sarah. That's what I'm saying. Who is Yana J? Like, I guess I need to look her up. I don't know. Like, who the heck is Yana J? Okay, you said she's a streamer. And apparently she has billions of followers on her platform. Oh. Okay, Emma. Well, thank you for joining us on the live. Take care. Yeah, see, I don't watch the Streamer University and all of that. Like, I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I be watching like different clips from Blueface and Krishan, but other than that, like, those are the only streamers I even remotely halfway kind of keep up with. Yeah, I don't keep up with that. Yeah, I be kind of out the loop when it comes to the Streamer University stuff. Yeah. Yeah. If she don't have a channel on YouTube or something, I wouldn't know nothing. I wouldn't know nothing about her. So I'm guessing Chloe watches her and she's trying to be like her, I guess. Mm. Okay, that makes sense. Because I can tell, like, from since Chloe's been back, like, her personality has been kind of different. If that's the best word to use. Like, who are you trying to be like? It's like you're trying to be like somebody, but I can't put my finger on it. Because if we compare her personality to what we were seeing 3, 4 years ago, yes, day and night. Like, she's always been into the overconsumption of it all, but something is really different. You said I have Facebook, Insta, Snapchat, and YouTube. It's the only one I use. Yeah, I'm on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. I have a Twitter, but I don't even remember the freaking login for Twitter, to be honest. I don't make content for Instagram, you know, like my Instagram, I still treat Instagram like I did 10 years ago, like in 2016. I share my life, I post my family, you know, stuff like that. I don't use my Facebook or my Instagram as a way to grow or be monetized or anything like that. I just feel like a lot of these social media platforms, they kind of overdo it with the whole monetization stuff, cuz I don't know. Yeah. But that's what that new girl was talking about in her video. I think her name is Stephanie or something. Yeah, like she's never had friends, never had community, nothing like that. At least that she's shown us, anyways. And it's sad. It is sad. And I can attest, like, it can be really hard to, like, find and make friends, especially when you become an adult and, you become a parent. Like, it's so freaking hard to make, like, form genuine friendships. Like, I'm gonna use myself for an example. Just last Saturday, this girl that I was Facebook friends with, right? She made a post talking about how her boyfriend broke her key fob to her car because I guess they got in an argument or something. And so I made a comment on, in her comment section, and I was like, you need to leave that man and never look back because no man is worth your dignity. No man is worth your peace. No man is worth your safety. Like, please leave that relationship because today he's breaking your car key. Tomorrow he could be breaking your jaw. Like, that's just the reality. And as women, we see this unfold all the time. And so I left that comment last Saturday night. I log on to my Facebook Sunday morning and I see her writing some type of low-key shady post saying, like, I don't like it when people who you're not really close to come at you with their unsolicited advice. We ain't close. You don't have nothing to do with me any other time, blah, 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 blah. And so I'm just like, excuse me? And so I made a Facebook post and I was like, can we normalize not oversharing on social media? Can we stop oversharing? Because when you overshare, it's like you're looking for attention. And you can't get mad when people give you the attention that you're looking for. Stop telling people to mind their own business when you're putting your business on the World Wide Web. You know? Exactly. Like, you made it our business. Shout out to Ari. You literally made it our business by running to the internet with your drama. So stop telling the public to mind their own business when you're plastering your business on the internet for any and everybody to see and consume and speculate and gossip about. So, old girl proceeded to comment on my post and be like, Melanie, you could have at me if you had a problem. I wasn't even talking about you. I was talking about somebody else. Blah, blah, blah. Respectfully, love, we don't know each other like that. We just met at the top of the year at our friend's wedding. Blah, blah, blah. Now, mind you, me and her, we did meet at a wedding at the top of the year. Y'all know my YouTube profile picture? That is the picture I took at the wedding. Like, my face is all done up, my hair's all done up and everything. Yeah, I was a bridesmaid in my friend's wedding. And that's the wedding me and this girl met at. And so I'm just like, this is how I operate. I'm well aware that the people that you meet one time or people you meet on the internet, I'm well aware we're not best friends. You don't have to tell me that. I got a lot of common sense. The good Lord gave me a lot of common sense. But I'm also a girl's girl. And if I see a girl in a situation where she's not being treated properly or loved properly, or in a situation where she could possibly be hurt in real life, yes, I'm going to speak up. Any decent human being would. Okay? So I was like, well, respectfully, you talking about how I could have added you. You could have added whoever the heck you were talking about in the first place. And that could have knocked all of any potential drama out the way, because now you're making it known who you're talking about, you know? And so I was just like, well, yeah, you're right. We're not friends. You're right. I don't know you like that. So how about this? How about I not interact with you online no more and you not interact with me? I unfriended that girl and that was the end of that. Like, cause I'm like, look, you a goofy. If you want to keep having interactions with this dude and he done broke your freaking key fob, your property, and you're mad at women for having your back and telling you to leave that situation, like, you're a goofy. People are so weird. So it's like, even in cases like that, it's just hard making friends. Like, even people you think you're cool with, like, they turn around and remind you that y'all were never cool to begin with. Yeah, she was talking about me. Brooke said, people that truly love you, or even just people with a genuine heart for others in general, will tell you the truth before family and sometimes even friends, because let's be honest, it's harder for most to have those. Harder conversations with those family friends will just watch you walk around looking stupid. Yeah. And you'll be surprised how many people don't mind watching other people look stupid, especially online. And it's like, I've been there. Like, when you've been in a toxic relationship, then you know the traits. And she would tag this dude in some of her posts, and I would click on the dude profile, and she's nowhere on his profile. Any dude who cannot post his girl, he don't like you for real. He's ashamed of you, and he don't want the world to know about you. And he don't want his other females to know about you, because trust and believe, you ain't the only person he's talking to. Hey, if it is like the girl in the situation, you had to. Your channel too, but only if it was one less. I don't know what this person talking about. Right, like, when you've been in those kind of relationships, like, you know the signs. You know the signs. And any decent woman will tell another woman when she's in a situation she don't need to be in, because when you're in it, you don't see it. You don't see the signs. For whatever reason, you don't see the signs. So, but she wanted to get an attitude with me, and I was just like, okay then, well, don't even worry about it. Since we ain't friends, since we don't know each other like that, okay then, thanks for reminding me. Thanks for letting me know. Turns out he was dating like 15 of, dang, not 15. Not 15. He was a player. See, that's what they always do. They be acting like they don't know you. But then, behind closed doors, they hit your phone up talking about something. What you doing? Nah. Nah, ain't no what you doing. Nah, what you doing? That's the better question. What you doing? What's good? Yeah, especially when you live, you can see the signs. People ask, "How do you know?" Same devil, different face. Yep. See, you know he was being reckless. But as women, I'm sure y'all figured it out. Because one thing about it, women, women, we have a woman's intuition. We know when something ain't right, especially with a man. It's like an anointing that God gave women. Like we can just sense it. We know when something ain't right. We know when somebody playing in our face. We can sense when we ain't the only one, you know? And I was just trying to be nice and supportive, you know, as a fellow woman, as a fellow mother, you know. I was just trying to be a girl's girl. But it's like you can't even be a girl's girl with some of these folks nowadays. Yep, they'll change your life for the worse. Have you always been into the church, or how did you get into that? Yeah, I've always been a Christian, always gone to church, all of that, ever since I was little. My parents, they grew up in the church. So when you grow up in something, it's natural that you're going to raise your children in that same thing. So I grew up in the church. My dad played for a bunch of different churches. And, you know, my mom, she sung in the choir, you know, all the things. So, like, I'm a church kid through and through. Very churchy. When I was little, I grew up in the Church of God in Christ. Well, I didn't grow up in the Church of God in Christ, but my parents did. They were members of Bishop G. Patterson's church. He was the presiding bishop of the Church of God in Christ for a long time. So I grew up going to the convocation. If you're Kojic, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But I grew up non-denominational, and now I attend a Baptist church. And it wasn't until I got in college that I really started to develop a relationship with God for myself. I started reading the Bible for myself, and it was in college when I really fell in love with God's word. I'm not perfect by no means, and I never try to profess to be perfect, you know, but I try, you know, and I feel like at the end of the day, that's all you can do. I try to be a good person. I try to stand on principles and morals and values and be a person that I can look at at the end of the day, you know. But I've definitely, I've made my mistakes in my life. I have my past, I have my history, all of that. I've never been like a huge like party girl or like a club hopper or anything. Never did that because again, like I grew up in the church. Okay. When New Year's came, I was at church. Thanksgiving Day, I'm at church. Christmas Day, I'm at church. Halloween, we had Hallelujah Night. Yep, same with me. Church is like my second home. Like when I was growing up, I didn't even grow up listening to a whole lot of rap and hip hop and pop and R&B and stuff like that. I didn't start listening to that kind of music until like middle school, high school. Like I grew up on gospel choirs, like Mary Mary, Out of Eden, Virtue. Like that was my R&B. Kirk Franklin, that was my R&B growing up. Fred Hammond, all of that. CC Winans, all of that. Like I listened to the CC before she went CCM. I was on CC Winans during the Alabaster Box era. Yep, the Winans. CC and BB. Like, I'm on them. Man, my parents, like they both listen to hand clapping, foot stomping gospel music. All you can do is try because at the end of the day, God doesn't look at us the same way we look at ourselves. That's a word, Brooke. That's a word. God knew our hiccups before he created us. The enemy will fight your mind with God. Don't want you. Hear from you after that, but let me remind you that the devil. Yep. Man. Like to this day, like I listen to older stuff. Like I don't listen to a lot of like newer music in any genre, honestly, because I just feel like the 90s and the early 2000s and the mid 2000s, like it just had better music across the board, like period. The music today is okay, but yeah, like even like some of the stuff CC Winans put out today, it's okay, but you had to be on the Silk Press CC. If you know, you know. Silk Press CC was something serious. Man, the Alabaster Box, man. Alabaster Box. You don't know the you don't know the cost of the oil in my alabaster box. Ooh. You weren't there the night Jesus found me. Mm, mm, mm. Now I'm gonna have to listen to that song when I get off here. No, Emerson, I'm gonna need you to keep up, precious. The Steel and Relationship albums were my favorite. Take care, Emerson. Like, y'all remember when CC and BB Winans used to make the music that's kind of sound like love music? When I was little, I thought they were husband and wife. I ain't lying. I did not know they were brother and sister. Man. Did y'all watch her Tiny Desk? When she did the Tiny Desk, that took me back. She had all the hits. I was jamming the entire time. I was like, see, this is the CC I miss, man. I haven't seen Fred Hammond's yet. But I heard his came out, what, a couple of weeks ago? Yeah, I'm not a big fan of her newer songs either. Because she mainly just covers, like, CCM songs that's already, like, been out. And it's like, where's the creativity in that? Yeah, I like watching Tiny Desk concerts. You know, somebody who I hope do a Tiny Desk very soon? I hope Justin Bieber do a Tiny Desk. I think that would be a vibe. Yeah, I miss the old CC too. Like, I kind of feel like she's trying to, like, appeal to the evangelicals. I don't really like that because I don't know. I just don't feel like CCM is her. I don't know. You don't listen to Justin Bieber like that? He's a vibe. Yeah, I want the soulful music back. Because I feel like that's where her voice better fits, in my opinion. Me too. I'm stuck in time. I'm stuck in time. Take care, Emerson. Yeah, she been rebranded, in my opinion. Because the CC Winans we see now is not the CC Winans she was 25, 30 years ago. No. Totally different CC. Yeah, she been rebranded. I guess she went where the money is, I guess. Like, I don't doubt she loved God or anything like that, but what we see, the persona we see, is not the same artist we were seeing in the early 2000s and stuff. It's just not. Right. To me, it just don't seem as authentic, especially if people know that that's not who you've always been, or the kind of crowd that you try to surround yourself with. That's not who you've always been. Kind of like what Chloe asked me, you know what I'm saying? It's just not authentic. It is. Yeah, maybe she might come back and go back to how she used to be, you know. But when money is involved, you never know. I wonder if Chloe is gonna post today. If she posts today, I don't know if I'm gonna have a video up for y'all tomorrow, but she just posted. For real. Thank you. All right, y'all. So since she just posted, let me go clock in. Let me go clock in, y'all. Y'all know how we do. Aisha, you a real one, girl. You a real one. So she just posted, so I'm finna go and record this commentary. Okay, y'all? I'm finna be watching it in real time. So I'ma hop off. I'ma chop it up with y'all Monday. Uh yeah. It's coming. But yeah, I'm finna chop it up with y'all Monday and try to get this video for y'all either tomorrow or on Monday. All right, y'all. Thank you again, Aisha, for letting me know. See y'all.